Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. We all know Ramana Maharishi principal teaching was self-enquiry, which he advocated in 1900 or so when Sivaprakasam Pillai came. That's what Bhagavan taught, and then Bhagavan later edited that Who Am I in 1927. That is what is floating around in the Who Am I book now, which I am having, which is published by Ramanashramam. So now this video is about clearing certain misconception of what is not the self-enquiry as advocated by Ramana Maharishi. Because this self-enquiry comes in Vedanta, there are a lot of literature like it comes in Yoga Vasishta and whatever. But this video we will focus on Ramana Maharishi's Who Am I, what Bhagavan actually meant by Who Am I, and what are all the misconceptions floating around that. Well, the first misconception in my knowledge is people say, Who am I? Should I ask continuously like a japa? No, that is not the case. Who am I? You have to put the question once. That is, especially when the thoughts come, you start with to whom the thoughts occur. It is to me. Just it's a tool to turn the attention towards yourself, I, and then just staying with the innermost feeling of I. Okay, so there is no repetition of who am I here. That is the first misconception. The second misconception is the whence am I, right? From where? Bhagavan says seek the source. Okay, sometimes Bhagavan says seek the source. Okay, find out from where the I comes. Then some people consider this as an activity. Like for example, if I say find out where the falls comes, I can go to the falls and try to find out the source from where the water springs forth, right? Like that people act subtly, they act inside their mind. They do some activity. Oh, should I look where they look? Sometimes some people look in the right side of the chest, lot of things, because Bhagavan told it that in Ulladu Narpadu Anubandham. Okay, that is a technical answer he gave, but people misunderstood it, so they look somewhere. Okay, so either they look in the right side of the chest, or even if people are clear that the eye is not in the right side of the chest, they look where it is coming. They look as if some activity they are doing. No, it's not, because whatever else you can do like that. For example, look from where the rose is coming. Okay, look from where the water is springing forth, from where the water is leaking. All that you can go and try to find the source. Okay, but here Bhagavan is saying look from where you yourself are coming. That you can do only by turning the attention towards you and staying in the feeling I, because otherwise whatever activity you do, there is still an I left who is doing that activity. For example, if you go out on search of I, you are looking in the source, closing your eyes, there is a person who is looking into that, who is doing some activity. So now who is the person who is searching? If you keep applying this, it's like a recursive infinitum, it will go. Infinite number of times you can, as a loop it will go. No, that's not what Bhagavan meant. Bhagavan meant, ask the question from where the I, okay, and then stay your attention to the innermost feeling of I, stay put there. That's why in the question 9, right, that which arises as I in this body is the mind. If one inquires as to where in the body the I thought arises, this is another misconception. Where Bhagavan told where in the body I thought means, Bhagavan didn't ask to focus in the any center. He told just to abide in the feeling I. Then you will find that it springs forth from the spiritual art. It's not the physical art. Then Bhagavan says one important sentence, even if one thinks constantly I, one will be led to that place. So this is what is the major clue. So here Bhagavan says, even if one thinks constantly I, if you think, one will be led to that place. That is what the actual method of self-enquiry. It is like staying in the innermost feeling of I with full focus, or the I attending to itself, what Michael James says, self-attention. But according to me, it's simply just turn your attention to yourself and be with that innermost feeling of I. The David Godman's explanation in Be As You Are, that is I 100% agree with. So that is what is actual self-enquiry. The I thought, you have to catch hold of that I thought and stay put in that. Stay put in that means it's not an action. You have to just abide in your own innermost feeling of I, the self-abidance. Then this false I will pave way for the real I. That is the automatic process. How it happens, when it happens, is not our focus. So Bhagavan told another misconception, witnessing thoughts. Some people say, okay, you take a thought, you witness it, you find out from where it comes and where it sets out, okay, where it sunsets, the thought is arising and then it is subsiding, right? That subsidence where it is happening, people say you focus on that. No, then there'll be infinite number of thoughts. Bhagavan didn't tell to invite thoughts and just be a witness. Okay, it's like you go to a road and then sit and then all the vehicles are coming this way and that way, you just watch it as a witness. No, because then the watcher will still be there even if there are no thoughts, right? Bhagavan told focus your attention on the watcher instead. Even if a thought comes, ask who am I, the answer will be to me. That is a tool to turn the attention to yourself. The who am I is just a tool to turn the attention to yourself, and then the real Atma Vichara is stay put in that feeling of I. That is the real Atma Vichara. Clear? So the who am I should not be asked multiple times as a japa. Thoughts should not be witnessed. These are all not self-inquiry. If a thought, it comes on its own, you ask to whom has this thought come? It is to me. Who am I? Go into the innermost feeling of I. That's it. So this is what Bhagavan has taught. So there is no confusion here. In fact, I thought is the first. Bhagavan says, who am I will destroy all other thoughts, and like the stick used for stirring the burning pyre, it will itself in the end get destroyed. Then they will arise self-realization. That means this false I, when it goes inside, it contracts, paving way for that minus, that being, me. The I will go to me. Non-tan. There is no better word to describe tan in English. How to say that? It's myself. Myself, we say, na? Somewhat that is tan. But tan is actually the real I. That is the Supreme Brahman, existent bliss consciousness. So we cannot even, all we have, the tool is this ego I thought currently. You stay put in the feeling of I. That is what Bhagavan page after page meant. Okay, that which arises as I in this body is the mind. Okay, if one inquires as to where in the body, all this leads to misconception. People think this is some place in the body. Bhagavan never meant. Bhagavan clarified multiple times that it is not the case that heart is in the right side of the chest. No, it is told in the supplementary Ulladu Narpadu verse when Bhagavan was explaining and translating the Yoga Shastras. Nowhere in the main 40 verses of Ulladu Narpadu or in the Upadesa Undiyar or in the Who Am I, you will find a statement that says heart is in the right side of the body, because we are not even the body, right? The Ramana Maharishi's teaching is starting with the basic principle that you are not the body. You are knowledge, you are the knower. That's what Bhagavan is saying. Then how will he locate it in the body? That is a technical answer in the Yoga Shastra which we should ignore. This I, okay, currently it is identifying itself with the body, but actually it is bodiless, timeless, spaceless. So that is the real who am I. So let Bhagavan bless all of us and lead us in the right path. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Chayyanathali Sevine Sudmala Uiva Hedari Arunachala Vavendra Hambukul Valvar Lendrain Valvarendhenallu Arunachala Mittidir Kattama Mittidadeni Uyir Mittida Arulpuri Arunachala Labami Igapara Labami Nutru Labami Nutru Arunachala Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya.